All right, so I watched a movie called Spin the Bottle, and I watched this because Justin Long and Ollie Larder are in this. And man, this is a terrible film. I'm going to get that out of the way really quick. This is just a dreadful film that you should avoid for sure. So you can cut it off here. If you want to hear more, let's talk about it. So, you know, when you're trying to create a premise for a film, when you're trying to find a hook, you usually, the most obvious thing that companies or artists or whatever look towards for attention is like brand recognition, right? Like IP, right? Intellectual property that already has an established fan base or people already recognize when they see it. So lately, and for years and years for sure, but lately I've really seen a ramping up of like the most like dumbest IP or recognizable ideas ever, right? Like, people know what a Jack in the Box is, so let's make a Jack in the Box movie. People know what this is, like, they've heard of this thing, and it's like, oh, spin the bottle. Like, people play that at game, at parties, so we got to make that into a horror movie. Oh boy, you don't have to take every single stupid little thing everyone's ever heard of and make it into an entire film. Could you turn this into a short that would work? Yes. But it's like when I heard that there was some trilogy being produced. It had an $80 million budget. It never came to fruition, but there was definitely people that were on board with this. They wrote a trilogy to Tetris. Tetris had a trilogy of movies that were written about it. As I said, it never ended up happening. But Tetris is blocks falling and fitting into each other. Like, there's no story there. It just does not exist. So to come up with a whole trilogy is just insane to me. I actually kind of wish that... I would like to get my hands on the script at least. But it's like Spin the Bottle. Like, could you possibly come up with a concept for Spin the Bottle that could warrant a feature-length runtime? Maybe. Probably. Did it happen here? No. And is this film like an hour and a half or an hour and 20 like it should be because of how nothing the plot is? Of course not. This movie's over 2 hours long. This movie's over 2 hours long. Why? I am not someone who shits on runtimes. As long as they justify it, I'm totally fine with any runtime. But a movie about Spin the Bottle that never justifies itself for 1 second being over 2 hours is insane to me. Now, we have Justin Long and we have Ollie Larder. However you say her name. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but I think that's correct. I might be adding an extra R there or something. I don't know. Anyway, they're actually good in the movie. They're secondary characters, right? They're parents of the kids in the movie. We're old enough now, or I'm old enough now, where the kid from Jeepers Creepers and the chick from, or the kid from Final Destination 2, 1 and 2, are now the parents of the kids in the movies. It's crazy. But they're good. Everyone else, I absolutely hate. So yeah, this guy, it's a fucking plot. These kids go to the house and, down in the basement, there's a cursed bottle and they spin it to kiss each other and this releases the demon and it kills them. They didn't even, attempt any concept of, a plot. I guess it's technically there, but it's such a nothing burger. It is such a waste of time. It's unbelievable. The characters in this movie, oh boy, they're just the classic archetypes: the jock, the dick, the slut. You get it. And the deaths are completely not memorable at all. And there's this character. Oh my God, this is one thing that was killing me in this too. and I hate to be a dick here, but it's just, I couldn't get it. There's this like the cool quarterback guy who, so we got our main character, he's coming to this school to try out for the football team. And he's like the hot shot that's gonna, take the school by storm. And of course there's the pre-established quarterback who's already there and he thinks he's hot shit. And this guy's coming in on his territory and encroaching upon, his domain. And so there's this immediate animosity and tension between them, and they're butting heads. They couldn't have picked a less likely looking, like, believable quarterback, cool guy, if they tried. I could not believe this guy. If for 1 second that he was like the cool, tough quarterback. If you see the guy, you're gonna be like, "What? This is who they picked as that character? How?" So that was absolutely taking me out of every scene. And there's scenes where they're like pranking each other, and they're like, the guy pulls a gun on the other guy, a loaded shotgun, and points it directly at him, and then tries to like laugh it off like it's no big deal. Scenes like that. There's just endless amounts of this crap. It's every trope, every lame thing you can think of thrown into a pointless 2-hour dreadful snore fest of a film. God damn it, I hate movies like this so much. So to take, Justin Long and Ollie, like, and put them in a in a film like this, God, sometimes you got to just read the script and you got to just say, I know I need the money, but I can do better than this. Justin Long was in tons of horror movies, like in the last couple years, Barbarian and big things that people really enjoyed. I don't know why he would be taking a movie like this. Just a completely terrible, dreadful watch, and not worth 1 second of your time. So anyway, that's that. I'm out. Adios.